I suppose the significance is that if you go back to the very origins of surf lifesaving, the what became the R&R, or the rescue and resuscitation drill, was pretty much what it was all about. And that sort of 6-person team with the reel, line and belt, that was the original surf lifesaving. That was what anyone who was on the beach in those early days did. That was effectively how you got your bronze medallion, was by doing that reel, line and belt drill. And in the really early days of competition, even before City was even a club, on the East Coast, the competition was the 6-person R&R, a boat race, probably maybe a belt race. The association premiers, the equivalent of winning the states, was actually just winning the R&R, where you have a team of 6 people, you march in with the equipment, you have a drill, a set of moves that you have to do to set the equipment up. You have one of your people is designated as the belt swimmer, so they'll swim out in the belt. You've got another person in the team who's been designated as the patient, so they'll be already out the back waiting. And the other team members are in charge of looking after paying out the line for the beltman so that he can swim, and looking after the reel and those sorts of things. And then your belt swimmer gets out there, gets your patient, and then there's a whole new drill where you haul the patient and the beltman back to the beach. The team sort of all gather down in the water. Once the patient gets back to the beach, they lift the patient up and carry them out of the water as though they were unconscious. And you then move into a resuscitation phase, where you do sort of a simulated resuscitation on a supposedly drowned patient. So City started, in 1925, and there was only 3 clubs in Perth at the time: Cottesloe, North Cottesloe and ourselves. And despite being a very, very successful club in patrolling and life-saving and having that really strong tradition, the club never won the 6-person R&R at the States through all those years, And it wasn't until 1990, which is, 65 years into the club's history, that we actually won the 6-person R&R for the first time.
We went to the Bunbury Carnival in 1990, and we knocked off the 6-person.
Because it is sort of the origins of surf lifesaving, it had a special place.
Great deal of jubilation, and both down there and at City when we came back.
And we all got to see things that we thought we'd never see, such as Ian Scott drinking from a magnum of champagne and dancing on a table.
Yeah, dancing on tables and all sorts of hijinks. And there was a giant bottle of champagne consumed and sprayed all around the place, and I've still got that sitting on my shelf in my study. Yeah, it was a big thing because that was the premiership event, and even though City had done well in March Past, better than any other club, they'd done well in surf boats and beach and all that sort of thing, we just could never ever knock off the R&R. So it was really meant a lot to the club and obviously to our group.